Hi, I'm Dr. Aruna Chauhan, a Canadian career counselor and an educator with more than a decade experience. Welcome back to my channel. After getting approval for the study visa, many students wonder what immigration questions they will be asked at the airport in Canada and what are the documents they need to bring with them for checking. So this video is going to be a great help. This is about immigration questions, documents checking at the airport in Canada for students. So without further delay, let's see the documents required. Passport and air ticket with some photocopies. All the students carry their passports and their air tickets with them, but I will suggest to keep a few photocopies in case you misplace accidentally. Correspondence letter, letter of introduction or approval letter. So if you are wondering what this approval letter or letter of introduction is, this letter is issued once your passport is stamped. You can see a sample letter of introduction in the next slides. Another correspondence letter is your biometric validity letter. Sometimes at the airport, you are asked to produce your biometric validity. Letter of acceptance or LOA. LOA is generally issued by your educational institution where you are going to study, the college or the university. Then tuition fee deposit receipt. Your language proficiency test reports. IELTS, PTE, whatever you have qualified. GIC certificate. Canadian address where you are going to stay. If you have booked a hotel or have rented an apartment or a hostel in campus you are taking, you should have an address of your residence in Canada. Medical exam certificate. Study permit form. So, once you reach at airport in Canada, you may be asked these questions. Have you ever been to Canada before? So reply very honestly. You should just answer yes or no. If yes, and you have visited Canada before, you need to mention the date of arrival and the reason for visit, the purpose of your previous visit, and or any other relevant detail you can mention this time. If you are not able to tell the exact date, you may write it on a paper before arriving airport. Which school or program are you enrolled in? Try to remember the name of your educational institution and the program you are enrolled in. Just give the precise answer. You will get all this information in your letter of acceptance. What are the program's start and end dates? Who will cover your study expenses in Canada? So just reply honestly. Match your information with your financial documents. So I will suggest keep your financial documents with you, especially GIC certificate. Where are you going to reside in Canada? So keep the address information with you if you are staying with a friend or a relative, or if show the payment receipt if you are staying in a hotel or an apartment. So if you have already booked a hotel or an apartment, please make sure you provide the document to them at this point. What's your plan after finishing this program in Canada? So show your intention to return home country after finishing study in Canada. Mention your family ties in your home country, or you can also talk about the better career opportunities. Do remember, the worst answer is, I want to work and apply for my PR in Canada. So never ever answer this. Who will cover your living expenses in Canada? Talk about your receiving monthly money instead of working hours as a student. Have you qualified for any language proficiency test? So, as I told you, it is a verification and validation process of documents and your identity, but at the same time, you are also being tested for your language proficiency. If you are asked about it, show them the language proficiency test certificate. That's your IELTS or your PTE. Here are some tips that will help you to be adjusted well. Always check the validity of the letter of introduction and medical examination validity on the letter of introduction. At the airport, CBSA officer, that's Border Service Officer, issue the study permit to the students. Therefore, due to the long queues, sometimes it takes 2 to 4 hours. Therefore, before booking a ticket, it's recommended to keep this immigration time in mind while considering connecting flight waiting time. Sometimes the connecting flight waiting time is just 2 hours and you need 2 to 4 hours approximately. Answer CBSA officer formally, politely, and briefly. Only the question asked. Don't exaggerate unnecessarily. Always visit travel.gc.ca for the latest travel update, such as registration on ArriveCan app. Ask the travel insurance options from your travel agent. That's important. Now just have a look on the sample letter. If you just look, letter of introduction validity is mentioned there. Letter of examination validity is also mentioned here that you need to remember. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this video will help you. Good luck.